Hi everyone, my name is Sunita and I'm an artist and amateur makeup artist living in Ireland in Cork City in the south. Basically I used to really be interested in makeup, especially last year and a few years before, and about middle of last year kind of had a bit of an identity crisis, and I think it's pretty normal, but I kind of fell out of love with makeup a little bit because I thought, oh, you know, like I kind of was watching all these YouTube videos for about 4 or 5 years, and I was like, oh my god, everyone who wears makeup is so beautiful, but was kind of wondering if, you know, women use makeup sometimes as a mask to kind of hide insecurities. And so I went through this very long phase in the last few months of just not really being interested in wearing makeup, and I kind of fell out of love with it a little bit. And then I kind of thought to myself, I said, well, most people kind of do go around with a mask anyway, and it's very rare that you kind of get to see somebody take away their mask. Sorry, long introduction, but there you go. To start the mask, what I did first was I kind of drew out a template of more or less what I want to put on my face. So you can kind of see this part is kind of like the top of the head, and here, and then the nose bridge and everything. So the best thing to do is, if you're not very artistic and you don't really like drawing, is maybe print it out, and you could kind of keep putting it over your face and draw like around it with eyeliner. But if you're kind of okay with freehand makeup, then just fire away. So what I'll do is I'll draw it on, and I'll speed up the camera so that you can see how it's drawn on. Okay. Okay, so now you can see I've got the mask kind of template, which was here, kind of more or less drawn on my face. And I did this really quickly, so just take your time with it. So I think it's very easy. It's just if you break it down. So this part kind of covers your nose, whatever nose shape you have. Stop kind of leave a little bit of room so that you can have a little bit of nice nose poking out. Okay, because it looks nice in the end when it's all done. And this part should kind of go kind of over the third eye area here, you know. You know, this part is just kind of like, you know, it's fitting in the shape of your face, going kind of like incorporating the eye area. So the next part is to colour it in. It's the fun part. Okay, now because my skin tone is kind of sallow, it's better for me personally to use like kind of fire colours, like warm colours and stuff. And because I was really into makeup a few years ago, I have like some really insane colours that I think other people just would be too wouldn't buy, because why would you buy red eyeshadow? Seriously, in all fairness. Okay, so I have orange, which is really nice on, and I have a yellow. It's really lovely yellow because it's really matte. It's very like lovely pigment, very strong colour. And I have a red somewhere. I'm boasting about my red eyeshadow that I can't find. It's very annoying if I can't find it. Talking about my red eyeshadow, that shows you how often I use it nowadays. Okay, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use this very deep red blush. It's called Frankly Scarlet by MAC. So it's very red, so it'll do, it'll have it's more pink, but it'll have a similar effect, so that's okay. So if you don't have those kind of colours, or you don't want to use them, of course you can exchange them. So a lot of people would have purples in their makeup collection, and they would be really pretty as well. So what you could do is basically what we're going to do is do like light, going out a little bit darker, and so on the edges here it's going to be very dark. So as long as you can kind of gradient the colour, you can use any colour. So I'm going to start off with the yellow, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the yellow here, and I think here, and then I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to fade it into orange, just blending it in, and then at the edges we'll do that kind of red blush colour, okay? Alright, so I'm going to do that now. Hey, okay, now I have the white part on. So what I did was I just kind of went, oh wait, I used the kiddie thing. I used this kind of kids white face paint, which is brilliant. It's like you can use it for loads of things. You can use it for Halloween. And I just kind of got a little bit of water and I made it very thick, and I just went around these parts here. And don't worry if you messed up the black, because we're going to go around with an eyeliner now. Alright, okay, so I put black everywhere. So you should already have the kind of eyeliner pencil outline, and what you're doing is you're just painstakingly going over it, just kind of around here, go around the little circles, go around the edges here. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's just there's so much going on anyway that like you're not going to notice if the circles aren't perfect or whatever. And I fudged up my eyes slightly, but that's because I was rushed. Eye with the eyeliner. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You can see I'm like going back and forth and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because I want it really thick on. And I think our lashes, I have a full one here. I'm just going to take like half of it. I'm going to take the half that is that is the longer side, okay? And then I'm going to cut it. You can use any soft brush actually. Pick up the blush with a soft brush, okay? And then you kind of just want to accentuate certain parts around here. So like there, yeah? Just make it kind of soft and lovely. Up here. Up here a bit later. So lovely. Nice. Soft. Okay, great. Now, it's my favourite part. I get to use sticky on things, yay! So you can see almost, like it's perfect the way it is, but if you want to really make this look like a real mask, what I found is if you buy from craft shops, they kind of often have like sequins, like this, like strings of sequins. They're not very expensive, it's about like this much, 80¢. So very cheap. And the thing is, the only thing is like going to the craft shop and getting it, but it works fine. So what you want to do is basically glue this on your face. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it around here. Okay? And I'm going to use a bit of eyelash glue to do this, because I find eyelash glue works just as well as like PVA glue or anything like that. Probably is PVA glue, that's why. And there's a line you can see, kind of with a thread. So what you do is you kind of start putting the glue along here, and very slowly start putting it on. So I'm going to do it now, but just take your time with it again, and you might need to just kind of yeah, just measure out exactly how much you need. So, you know, do this first. I don't know, whatever way you want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'll come back to you when it's on. Okay, so you can see now it looks like a real mask. Can't really tell that it's makeup anymore. So, oh, I dropped my eyelashes. Okay, so this is my mask. I'm just going to do some lipstick as well. You don't have to do this, but like if you want the mask to be the main thing, maybe the lipstick would be too much. But at the same time, then if you really want to go for like this full, really dramatic eyewear makeup look, then maybe it's a good idea. So I'm just finding an excuse to use some of my makeup because I have an orange lipstick. So I'm gonna put this here in the center. Okay. Yeah, so masks are great, aren't they? Yeah, they're lots of fun. But just remember that the most important thing is that you just be comfortable with who you are and love yourself for who you are. Okay? So that is my 2 cents and my mask. I hope you liked it, and if you like it, please add me on Facebook on my artist page, or subscribe or rate, and I would really appreciate that. Or if you have any comments or suggestions, that's cool too. Anyway, namaste. That means the divinity within me salutes the divinity within you. Namaste. Goodbye.